Hi friends, कैसे हो? Hope you are all well. Like before, I have come again in your service with phobias. We have discussed in previous videos about phobias. Okay, so more phobias are here. Let us discuss together. Okay, so before we begin, let us remember the Almighty, because of whose mercy we are existing on this face of earth. Okay, so let's begin. Autophobia, the very first word you can see here, autophobia. Autophobia, what does it mean? Fear of being alone. अकेले रहने का भय. Okay. Sometime when we are all alone, left at home, and there is no one at home, we are only all alone. Okay. So we have different kinds of feeling. Feeling of being robbed, feeling of being killed, feeling of being attacked. All these, wrong feelings crop up in our minds. So this is associated with autophobia. This is what we call autophobia. Like I have used an example. Girls are fragile natured. They cannot stay at home all alone at night. As you can know that girls are fragile, very flimsy, very soft hearted. So majority of the girl feel fear or frightened, especially at night when they are all alone. Okay, so this is how you can use the word. Okay, now see the next word, dentophobia. Dent. Wherever you find the word dento or dental, it refers to dentistry or टीथ और टूथ. ओके, दांत से संबंधित, दंत संबंधी. फोबिया, व्हाट डज इट मीन? फियर ऑफ डेंटिस्ट, दांत के डॉक्टर के पास जाने का भय. Definitely we have fear of going to doctor when we have excessive pain in our teeth. So of course now in this modern technology, a dentist have lots of equipments. Okay, lots of machines and tools through which he or she extracts the rotten tooth, and this is so paining. Okay, so when we think of this, of course we are having psychological fear that it will be so painful, so we develop dentophobia. Okay, like I have used an example, because of excessive toothache, everyone fears visiting dentist as they have tools to extract set teeth. So we have dentophobia. तो दांत का डर जो है, यानी जब पेन करता है तो डॉक्टर के पास जाने का डर रहता है कि अभी वो दांत खींचेंगे, ये जो है मेडिसिन लगाएंगे, ये तो ऑल दिस फियर we just develop that time. Okay, this is what we call dentophobia. Hope you have understood. Now see the next word, hemophobia. So wherever you see the word hemo, you just know it is reference towards blood, like hemoglobin and hemothermology. There are lots of words. Hemophobia. Okay, so hemo means reference towards blood. What does it mean? Hemophobia, fear of blood, रक्त का भय. Of course we are very fragile sometimes, especially women are very fragile. When they see someone, even birds, animals or human being bleeding, so they are unable to digest, tolerate, they just get unconscious, वो बेहोश हो जाती हैं. या कुछ ऐसे लोग होते हैं जो देख नहीं पाते हैं. Okay, so this is a psychological disorder. It is a psychological weakness, mental weakness that happens with us. Okay, like I have used an example. We often get hemophobic when we see someone profusely bleeding. What do you mean by profusely? Means deeply bleeding. Of course it is tough for us to see, to manage to see. Okay, so this is how you can use the word hemophobia. So we have hemophobia. Okay, that time. Now see the next word, Atrophobia. Atrophobia. How will you pronounce Atrophobia? Atrophobia. Atrophobia. Fear of doctors. डॉक्टर्स के पास या डॉक्टर के पास जाने का भय. ओके, चिल्ड्रन children often have atrophobia when they have to visit doctors. Of course when we were children we used to have lots of fear hearing the name of the doctor, and whenever our parents carrying us for treatment, we had lots of fear. We were crying, we were weeping, shedding tears, and not ready to go to the doctors because we have atrophobia, because we feared that doctor would use medicine, would use injection. So we have lots of fear associated with the name of doctor. So that's where we can use atrophobia, यानी डॉक्टर के पास जाने का भय, डॉक्टर के नाम से भय. This happens especially in children. Okay, and also some people die, some people fear, they are adult, but especially 99% this psychological disorder happens in children. Okay, now see pathophobia. Patho means pathology, patheist. Okay, it refers to disease. तो पैथोफोबिया मीन्स फियर ऑफ डिसीज, बीमार होने का भय. Eat well, then no pathophobia. Of course, when we eat well, when we eat balanced food, organic food, hygienic food, and not spicy and fast food, then of course we need not to have pathophobia, because our health will be intact, very will be balanced, will be organic, will be well to do, and then there is no requirement of having pathophobia. So we need to take care of health. And guys, we have entered in the mid of June, so this is the hottest month of the year. So we need to take care of ourselves, like keeping ourselves hydrated, drinking lots of water, eating and using cucumber, watermelon, all these water generated fruits, so that we can maintain our balance of our health. Okay, so guys, just take care of yourself, okay, in this summer season, sorry, yeah, is in this summer season. Okay, so well, pathophobia is all about fear of disease. Okay, बीमार होने का भय. now now see the next word after pathophobia. The next word is pogonophobia. पोगोनोफोबिया. ओके, फियर ऑफ बियर्ड, लंबी लंबी दाढ़ी से भय लगना. इफ़ एनी वन हैज़ लॉन्ग बियर्ड, तो स्पेशली चिल्ड्रन, वेन बिकॉज आई रिमेंबर, इवन आई टेक माई ओन केस, आई हैव लॉन्ग बियर्ड. आई विल शो यू some time. So once I took my niece in my lap. She frightened after looking at my long beard. So whenever you have psychological disorder or fear or little bit problem with long beard, so this is what we call pognophobia. Okay, so fear of long beard, लंबी दाढ़ियों से भय लगना. Okay, sometimes people have such long beard that it looks very uh, you know horrible, very terrible. Okay, now I have used an example. The girl starts weeping seeing the bearded man approaching her. She had पोगोनोफोबिया, यानी कोई व्यक्ति है वो अप्रोच कर रहा है किसी लड़की की तरफ, और उसकी जो है लंबी लंबी दाढ़ियाँ हैं, और उसको देख करके वो भयभीत हो जाती है. तो देयर वी कैन यूज़ द वर्ड पोगोनोफोबिया. पोगोनोफोबिया, यू हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ द स्पेलिंग. पोगोनोफोबिया, POGONO and phobia. Okay, now see the next word, scolio scolionophobia. You have to take care of the spelling, a little bit tough to pronounce, but you can do it. SCOLIONOPH, phobia you already know. Scolionophobia. Okay, what does it mean? Fear of school, going to school, hearing the name of school, school जाने का भय. And this happens especially in childhood. Okay, and I remember, and everyone has this, because whenever we heard the name of school when we were playing in our childhood, so we start crying, we start fleeing from the parents, we did lots of things, but we were not ready to go to school, because that was our playing age, that was our childhood. Okay, so this is what we call scolionophobia, school जाने का भय. Now in this modern era, you will see that the children of this generation, of this present generation, do not have scolionophobia, because now the system of education has changed dramatically. Okay, the kind of system that we had when we were child is totally different from the kind of system of education of children present era lies. Okay, you can see that there is system of transportation, conveyance, and lots of smart boards and games, and there are sport academy, and lots of things are associated with the education of this present children. So that's why they have affinity, they have love going to school. So back in more than 10 years, or you can go 20 years, you will see that all these system were not there. We were beaten, we were touched, we were beaten, we were yelled at, but now the system has changed. That's why this scolionophobia in children will not be found in this present generation. Okay, but this is how we can use the word scolionophobia, school जाने का भय. Children often have scolionophobia. Hearing the name of school, they start crying. Okay, Now see the next word, trypanophobia. Trypanophobia, fear of trypanophobia, okay, fear of needles and injections, सुई या इंजेक्शन लगवाने का भय. Of course, when we were children, we used to have fear going to doctor because hearing the name of injection, we were perspiring, we had lots of sweat on our face and our body. Such was the fear that time. Even today, there are people who are adult have this kind of fear. ट्राइपैनोफोबिया, ओके. तो इंजेक्शन से जो डर लगता है लगवाने का, उसको ही कहते हैं. वी यूज़ टू हैव ट्राइपोनोफोबिया when we were children, and injection used to be injected, okay. Even today you will see that there are lots of women and men who are adult, even who are having lots of children, they fear being vaccinated because they think that this will be painful, this will be very horrible. So lots of women and men have even today not got injected, okay. So this is a kind of psychological fear, trypanophobia. And in childhood, I think each and every one of us has this kind of fear, okay. So this is what we call trypanophobia. But need not to fear. If you have any problem, let's say you have typhoid or something like that and disease, just get to doctor and get yourself injected. This will help you to recover from the disease. Need not to fear. It is just a little bit pinch that will be so sweet, not painful, okay. So be patient and do not fear from this. Get injection, get vaccinated, and then you will be away from disease, okay. Well, now see the next word. Now the next word is bathnophobia. Bathnophobia. What does it mean? Fear of stars. Sorry, fear of stair. Stair means जीना जो होता है, सीढ़ी. Fear of stairs and slopes. सीढ़ियों का डर या लिफ्ट या ढलान जैसी जगहों पर भय लगना. ज़्यादा स्लोप हो, ग्रेजुअल स्लोप हो, एलिवेटर का भय या सीढ़ियों का डर. And it is true, even very recently I was in a city and there was an elevator, and I was having psychological fear getting on the stair, getting on that elevator, because I have never ever been to elevator before. So this is a kind of fear, bathnophobia. And I think rustic people have this because they are not used to this, but city people have, so they don't have fear, okay. So this is what we call bathnophobia, okay. My friend who has crossed 20 years of age has never ever used lift or elevator because of having bathnophobia, है ना. मेरा एक दोस्त है जो 20 साल से भी ज़्यादा उम्र है, लेकिन उसने अभी लिफ्ट वगैरह का इस्तेमाल नहीं किया, जिसकी वजह से he has psychological fear, that what we call bathnophobia, okay. Hope you have got this word. Now see the next word, Maxophobia. Maxophobia. What does it mean? Fear of riding in a car or sitting in a car. कार में सवार होने या कार चलाने का भय. Definitely we have this kind of fear when we are novice, when we are fresher. Let's use an example. For example, if we are driving, we are novice, we are just learning. So of course we have psychological disorder, fear that it may collide, it may fall down, it may become reason of accident. So many thoughts are associated with accident because of our being fresher. So we have a maxophobia that time, okay. Even sometime when our friend who is expert in riding, but he is just driving the car at the fullest speed, so we have fear. We just say, dear friend, decrease your speed, because we have fear that it may have accident, though it may not happen, but that fear exists. This is where we can use the word amaxophobia. Amaxophobia, okay, कार चलाने का भय. Like I have used an example, when you are novice means fresher, okay, who is learning just, you have amaxophobia, you fear driving car. So every one of us has, even if we are driving car or riding bike, still we have, because we are fresher. So when we used to that, then of course we become expert, then there is no maxophobia at all. So this is how we can use the word. Now see the final word, cato 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 Catotrophobia. Dear guys, whenever you feel problem in pronunciation, in pronouncing the word, you have to split into 2 into 3 according to the letters of the word. Okay, जब कोई जो शब्द थोड़ा टफ हो प्रोनाउंसिएशन में तो उसको आप स्प्लिट कर दो 2 भागों में, जैसे शब्द में जितना लेटर्स रहे उसके अकॉर्डिंग आप उसको स्प्लिट कर दो, देन दैट विल बी ईजियर फॉर यू टू प्रोनाउंस and to use it. Like here, it is a little bit tough to pronounce, so we will split it into 3. Cato, Catophobia. Okay, fear of mirrors, दर्पण का भय, शीशे को देखने का भय, दर्पण का भय, शीशे में आकृति को देखने का भय. Okay, sometime it happens that the mirror is installed very large one, so whenever we are before the mirror, our appearance, our reflection gets double, so it becomes very giant and becomes very horrible, like vampire like. So we feel psychological disorder, especially when we see the mirror at night and our face is doubled because of the reflection. Okay, so it is just traumatic a little bit. Okay, so this is where we can use the word catophobia. Like I have used an example, at night we develop catophobia when our images get reflected in the mirror of double size. Okay, so there we can use, like very recently I saw a bird. Okay, and bird was sitting near a window pane means the window of that was, there was a window and window was of made of glass, so the reflection of the bird was clear. So now bird was just picking his pig against the विंडो पेन, वो उस पर शीशे पे वो पिक मार रही थी, अपनी जो चोंच को मार रही थी. एंड बिकॉज शी इट वाज मे बी द फर्स्ट टाइम शी सा हर अपीयरेंस इन द मिरर, तो शी मे हैव साइकोलॉजिकल डिसऑर्डर और समथिंग लाइक दैट. So this is where we can use the word catophobia. Okay, so guys, these were the words regarding phobia that we shared, that we learned, that we studied together, and I hope these words will be interesting for you. So if you have enjoyed, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not forget to give me your feedback, that matters a lot. So of course your encouragement is something that needs us, because if you encourage us then we have lots of materials for you. Okay, so motivation is something that we need to have, so it is because of your support we can go further. So guys, thank you for your quality of time. Keep learning, keep enjoying. Take care. Bye bye.